How is the truth more dangerous than the sex?
How did it change from STDs to STI? I mean, what was the change? Didn't it used to be called STDs, right?
Yeah, because it used to be sexually transmitted diseases, and disease was
Right.
a little harsh. We live in a very PC world. We don't want to hurt anybody with our words. Don't want to make them feel bad, so we don't want to call these diseases because that sounds icky. We're going to call these infections because infections can be treated. They're not. They don't carry the same stigma, social stigma that a disease does. Like leprosy is disease. So you got a disease. You know what I mean? But you got an infection. You're going to take some medicine, get it cleared up, get back on your feet, back on your grind. That's what I would say. Robert, what would you say?
I agree. It was just a woke kind of term. Me personally, I don't particularly understand it. I mean, I think if your feelings are going to be hurt by the term STD, but not STI, then maybe you're not cut out for casual sex.
Right. Right.
But I'm a 45-year-old man. Maybe if I was 25, I'd feel different about it. I don't know.
Oh, you being your feelings. Yeah.
Hey, I had one question too, if y'all don't mind. I wanted to ask you, Rob, because you mentioned anal swab, and honestly, that was my first time hearing. I just heard a mouth swab. I've never heard of an anal swab neither. Could it be diseases in the anal? Is it you got to get the anal tested for?
Yes, gonorrhea and chlamydia are site-specific bacterial infections, so you have to be tested in every area that you might have it. So what we tell people is if you never have any anal sexual contact, or if you just don't want to stick what looks like a Q-tip up your ass when you're testing yourself.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah, then you can just leave that out. But we didn't want to make a test kit where, you could add that on for an extra fee because we felt like that might be discriminatory against people who do have anal sex. So we instead just have one panel. It comes with an anal swab, but if you don't want to use the anal swab, just toss it in the trash and mail the rest back.
That was so kind of y'all to think about the asshole, Robert.
They're very thorough. They're very, very thorough. And so, some people are freaky. So wherever else you might be sticking those things, people, ears, whatever you're doing there, swab that. Swab
the ear swab.
Yep, ear swab. Wherever you're putting it, you swab that up and make sure it's clear.
Yes, sir.
All right, so here's my question for you guys. Full panel. Now, I'll ask the question anyway. I crafted this question before I knew Robert was going to share a story. So anyway, here's the thing. Would you hook up with someone who tested positive and told you up front? And everybody has to answer, no passes. Don't all jump in there at one time. Y'all know Robert already shared his story. He's like, once you get cleared up, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but I'm going to let Robert tell he got here for himself. All right, who's going first?
Wait, say the question again.
So here's the question.
The question, right? The question.
You at a play party, okay? You see somebody that looks good, right? They look good. And y'all chatting it up, on a little break. And they're like, yo, I tested positive for blank, but, I got to clear it up.
Was it 10 years ago or last week?
I don't know. Tell me how the time makes a difference.
That's a good question.
So give me both. Tell me how I tested positive 10 years ago, what your response is, and how you respond is if it's I tested positive last week. But I took my medicine and I'm okay. Like the idea is
I'll go first. First, I would question your intelligence because why are you telling me about something 10 years ago right now? I'm just saying me. I would be like, is you trying to get, if you don't want this pussy, just say that because why the fuck are we talking about something 10 years ago? So that's me.
Funny though, but yeah.
Okay, but that implies.
But I love transparent people. But for me, probably be a hard no because I already did. I'd be like, what? But if it was last week, I appreciate your transparency, but it depends on my history. I don't have no feelings towards you, and it's 100 other dicks in this room, so I can just move on to somebody that's okay. That's just me. Okay. Or pussies, or whatever I'm doing that night. I would just move on.
So if somebody told you they tested positive up front, you would choose to pass at that point.
Yeah, it depends. At a play party, yeah.
That was she said.
Now, if it was somebody I know I had,
that's okay.
If it was somebody I know I had history with, who was talking, maybe never had sex, and they were confiding in me, telling me that. And again, I'm still gonna say I appreciate your transparency. But telling me something that happened to you 10 years ago doesn't make sense to me in that moment.
Okay.
But I appreciate you telling me that, but it's going to be a no for me because where's this? It's already going to dry my pussy up. Once you tell me that, I'm on a mission. So I don't want to sit there and go through all that. Thank you, but I'm going to move on.
That's a longer conversation you got time for at the play party right there. Is that what you're saying? Okay. That's fair.
10 years. I'm just saying 10 years ago. Now he said 10 years ago. You don't want this pussy, baby. I'm gonna move on.
Memphis brought in that 10 years ago. We don't know. Maybe it was 10 weeks ago. All right. So Memphis, we'll let Style Free finish after Kiki. Go ahead, Memphis. What do you think?
I won't have to say that's a no for me because it would mess with, you know what? It's people here already. You know what I mean? You don't really need me. You know what I mean? I'm not mad but I'm not mad. Like, I'm glad that they shared with me. Like, it's all love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But conscience wise, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just that type of person. Like, I'm gonna go home for the next week and I'm gonna be pissing, looking at my dick, thinking like, oh, my dick hot right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just regular piss. So I would
Yeah.
just say no just for the sake of my own sanity. You know what I mean?
Your own mental peace.
Yeah. Like, it's nothing against the person, you know what I mean? But like,
Right.
oh, you know what? Just
Appreciate the transparency.
my boy right here, he with the shits. You know what I mean? Let me get a
Your homeboy with the shit. You go sit next door to your homeboy.
Yeah.
Okay,
But mentally, like, I wouldn't be well off. You know what I mean?
Style 3, what do you got to say?
I like to use condoms. I mean, I like to not use condoms. I prefer to not use condoms. So if someone told me they had something, I would be hesitant because I don't want to catch it. Because I don't like using condoms a lot. You know what I mean?
They didn't say they have.
But I have met someone though. So I can understand the mindset because I met a guy who was what he called an adventurous. And he actually didn't mind being with people that had STDs or even HIV, really. He was really looking for people with HIV. And he just, he said he haven't caught it yet, but he just liked the Russian roulette. He liked to get in there and strap it up with people that have HIV. He was a homosexual guy, but he liked other homosexual guys that had HIV.
Hold on,
it was a thrill.
Oh, he was too deep in the trenches for me.
I know we taping this right now. I just need a minute.
Just Jay, close your mouth.
What are you saying?
It was a real thing. He liked the thrill of it.
Baby.
And when he was explaining it to me, I understood where he was coming from, but I'm not that adventurous.
I almost want to have him on the show, and I'm scared, and I don't know. All right,
so would that be considered a kink?
I like to know what's going on in the mindset of that person, because
would that be considered a kink? Would that be like
that's definitely a kink?
Was that a kink? Okay.
It's definitely a kink. Yeah, if we don't call it a kink, we had to put it in the American Journal of with something else. So yeah, no, we're gonna call it a kink because I don't want, like Robert, I don't want to get sued. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a psychiatrist.
What do you say? What? No.
All right, so for Robert, you can answer, or if not, I'll give my answer. I was gonna give my answer anyway, but I want to leave you out.
Oh, sure. I mean, if it was something, I think like Kiki, I would wonder if it was 10 years ago, why are you telling me this? I would, that would be my first thought. But if it was something curable, I wouldn't care. I understand what the treatments are and stuff like that. So yeah, I would think it was odd. Like I've had gonorrhea, like I told however many people listen to this podcast just a little while ago. But I'm completely free of it.
But at a play party, Robert, remember the content, you're at a play party. So that's where
yeah, I wouldn't even bring it up. So that would be weird, I think, to bring it up. But yeah, go ahead, Jay.
No, okay. So it's good answers. All these are good answers. I personally, at a play party, I would be a bit taken back. Okay. I would be a bit torn. Okay, because on one hand, I would say, listen, this person is very transparent and apparently very health conscious because they're really keep putting this in the conversation, like they're upfront with it. You know what I mean? So it would give the person some extra value to me because I would think I would see something in their character.
Aren't you kind?
I'm just saying, whatever they did years ago, that was a night or several nights or whatever, and it had a consequence, and they addressed it and they got it fixed, and they're looking to say, hey, listen, I have experiences, I've had mistakes, I've gotten them corrected. I now have a clean bill of health that had this back whenever. Now, 10 years ago, it is a little odd too, but I'm not gonna knock them off, y'all, for the 10 years. They're thorough. Yeah, honestly. 10 years ago versus 10 days ago, I'll take the 10 years, honestly, because 10 days, I don't think you threw your whole treatment. I don't know why you're here, ma'am.
At least let it sit for 3 days.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Give it time.
You're on a mission.
We keep it raw so you can keep it real. Subscribe now.